Hi, it's David Gluckman from Autoblog, and I'm on location in Winchester, England. I came here with Subaru to attend the 2015 Goodwood Revival. The trip started in London, where we got a tour of Westminster Palace, which is where British Parliament meets. Cameras are off limits in most of the Parliament areas, but I can show you Westminster Hall, which has been the site of numerous important speeches and functions, with plaques on the floor commemorating many of them. After the tour, we got to have a beer at one of the 7 bars at Westminster Palace on the terrace overlooking the London Eye. Related fun fact, the iconic clock tower most of us refer to as Big Ben is actually called the Elizabeth Tower. Big Ben is the bell inside. The next day, we set out in some left-hand drive Subaru WRX STIs to visit the Gerston downhill climb. I got to take a few runs up the quarter-mile course to get the feel for the sport and have just a bit of fun. You'll notice that the cars all have USA and left-hand drive decals on them, which are required on these US registered cars to warn other drivers. The closed hill climb course provided a nice break from trying to navigate narrow British roads from the wrong side of the car on an unfamiliar side of the road. Our next stop was to see Jody Scheckter. The former F1 champion told us a bit about life after racing and the organic farm he now runs, and then took us to see his collection of Formula cars, including a 6-wheel Tyrrell P34, a Wolf F1 car, and the Ferrari 312 T4 he won the 1979 F1 championship with. He even started and revved the Tyrrell and Ferrari for us. It was the good kind of deafening. Scheckter also invited us into his home to sample 9 flavors of the organic ice cream he produces. I spent Saturday and Sunday at the Goodwood Revival. It was my first time at the event, and I was completely blown away by the immersive experience. Just about everyone dresses in period clothing to go with the 1940s, 50s, and 60s cars, and everything is decorated to support the time travel illusion. A replica high street has neat shops, and all the concessions are done up in period style. The cars and motorcycles, of course, are spectacular, with all of them coming with some kind of historical significance. There are prototypes, one-offs, and cars built in campaign by truly legendary names. This year, the organizers managed to get all 6 of the Shelby Daytona coupes ever built in one place for the first time, and quite possibly the last. The racing is serious, with multi-million-dollar vehicles being driven all out to the point of metal-on-metal contact, something that's rare in vintage racing. You can tell the drivers are really trying. Even the parking area, the car park as the Brits call it, is impressive. There's a special section reserved for about 4,500 pre-1975 cars that are driven in by spectators. It's a truly eclectic mix too. I think I counted something like 7 Aston DB6s just hanging out. Goodwood was used as an airfield in World War II, and planes are included in the festivities. This year there was a gathering of 39 Spitfires to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the Battle of Britain. The planes make occasional runs overhead just in case you aren't completely overwhelmed with things to look at on the ground. The Goodwood Revival is all kinds of neat. I recommend putting it on your automotive bucket list. For Autoblog, I'm David Gluckman.